They want to play this line in every classroom in America. Being a slave is better than being killed. They want every student in America to hear that line. Being a slave is better than being killed. And that's not just a line, that's an argument. That's an argument with two options in it. Two options. I want you to listen to that line again. Being a slave is better than being killed. I want you to think through what is being offered to our children in that line. Being a slave is better than being killed. What is missing from that? What is missing from that argument? What is missing from that equation? Freedom. Freedom. Liberty. Justice. The American way. Being a slave is better than being killed. They want to hand every single kid in America an iPad and have them sit in their class and watch a cartoon of Christopher Columbus tell our children that slavery is fine as long as you aren't killing people. But even better, it's better to be a slave than it is to be murdered. I have a much shorter version of this line that actually fulfills what Americans should believe. Instead of saying being a slave is better than being killed, how about give me liberty or give me death? What happened to that shit?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to see how racism against black people is still alive in places. So guys, without me taking much of your time, let's dive in. Credit belongs to the owner of the videos. I'll be back with more commentary.
Scott, come here. I'm going to ask you something. All right, I got a question for you. What color is your skin?
Beige.
Beige? What color is your friend Julian's? I put this. What color is his skin?
Brown.
Brown? Now, what's the difference between you and Julian?
Nothing. Why?
I was just curious. I love you. Racism is taught, not born.
Oh my god, liberals are so fucking stupid. They're always making a big fuss over nothing. It's not like we're gonna cancel PBS and no one can watch Sesame Street and there's gonna be like some cartoon with some asshole telling us that slavery is fine.
Slavery is as old as time and has taken place in every corner of the world, even amongst the people I just left. Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? Before you judge, you must ask yourself, what did the culture and society of the time treat as no big deal?
Take a look, it's in a book. Won't you be my neighbor? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. To slavery was not a big deal.
I can't believe they cut funding to PBS Kids for this PragerU bullshit.
Yeah, but what about slavery? You didn't deny that.
Deny? No. Slavery is as old as time and has taken place in every corner of the world, even amongst the people I just left. Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? I don't see the...
Slavery is better than death. They're going to put state propaganda to kids about this bullshit. They continue to try to diminish what they did during slavery. Slavery and indentured servitude are two totally different things. We're in the most Orwellian of times. They're going to water down slavery, teach alternative history. They already do the shit in Oklahoma about the 2020 election. This country is so fucking dog shit.
If really teachers or people try to teach this in a classroom, telling children or students that slavery was better than being killed, I can call this offensive to the black community, because that's really sending wrong message, if I'm being honest. Because it doesn't need to be, there's no need to have slavery, there's no need to be killed. There's always a way. There's always human right? So why do you even tell people like, you better make people slavery than kill them? It's like that. Why is that? Why do you even mention that in this 2025? Wow. So guys, let's keep watching.
Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? Let's discuss all the ways in which that sentence is contextually wrong, historically inaccurate, and extremely and deeply harmful. When you say something like being taken as a slave is better than being unalived, you are completely ignoring how the human experience works. Slavery is in fact not better than death. In fact, death is better than bondage, which is the exact reason why so many Africans jumped to their deaths on those ships in the middle of the Atlantic. Slavery was not just forced labor, and that is what this sentence minimizes slavery down to. They were just made to work real hard. It wasn't that bad. Slavery was also sexual assault, family separation, dehumanization, psychological torture, and physical abuse, like brutal abuse. And saying that it was better than death ignores all of that. If we want to be real about it, slavery was a death sentence in slow motion. It was a literal path to a living death. No autonomy, no culture, no family, no status in society or as human. For decades, that sentence is a white supremacist narrative and was the exact same reasoning used to justify slavery. It's not that bad, at least they're alive. That is a tool of oppression. Not only is that sentence minimizing the severity and brutality of slavery in America, it's completely invalidating Black pain, saying that survival under oppression is acceptable, which inherently denies our right to freedom, dignity, and a life without enslavement. This sentence is trying to normalize the thinking that oppression and subjugation and dehumanization and exploitation are acceptable for the trade-off of life. At least you're alive. Slavery was not a better option than death. Slavery was a slow, brutal, and generational erasure of our very humanity. That sentence is not just ignorant, it is extremely harmful. And this is what they want to replace PBS. This is what they want to be shown in schools. If you have children that go to public school, I'm telling you right now, I don't care if they're 10, 18, 17, 2, you need to be teaching them the truth from day one. Because these people trying to push that type of propaganda are going to do everything in their power to make sure to minimize the truth in history and to eliminate the context. We have to fight back.
Guys, this is why so many Black people are still saying the racism is alive, because people, they don't want to teach history as it was. They want to make it look like it was not that bad. So that's make people think like, if you start coding it, try to make look like it's not that bad, trust me, it's same bad message. So guys, let's keep watching.
People say to make America great again, because that word again means go back to the 50s, which was real good for white men, but wasn't worth a damn for people of color and women. You need to know that, and that's what this fool wants us to do. And when you hear his mentor say, we're going to deconstruct the government, deconstruct the government, take away the things that are valuable for all of us, no, you cannot allow this to happen. You have to realize that deconstruct the government means take away Social Security. And how many people do you know who are making enough money, who could put money away, and we need to fix it now. But first you have to recognize what it is. You have to recognize that racism is ignorance. It is pure, unadulterated ignorance. And I don't care whether you're a red racist, or a white one, or a black one, or a yellow one, or a brown one. If you're a racist, you're not thinking. And you're being ignorant. Get over it.
But slave, being taken as a slave is better than being killed. Not the brightest guy in the world, but I've done my research. Just kill me. The fuck? What? What are we talking about? So when I'm gonna say something, please don't stone me for this. One, can we please stop downplaying slavery? And two, using Christopher Columbus We all know this nigga ain't discovered shit. Nigga just had a good PR team. Right, twin, with just the information that I know about slavery, I 100% would have unalived myself. Alright, twin, I'm jumping ship. Nigga, I can't swim right now today. You think I could have swam back then?
This is a public education show for kids, and they just tried to justify slavery by saying being taken as a slave is better than being killed. No, it absolutely is not. This whole 2-minute clip is ridiculous because first he starts off by talking why it was okay for Spanish settlers to colonize Native Americans because apparently they were cannibals. Then he goes on to try to justify slavery by saying that it was something that everyone was doing at the time, and also saying that being taken as a slave is better than being killed. Then when the kids say how slavery is evil, he goes on to talk about how can you judge me if you're from a different time period than I am? We have different norms. Growing up, I had Curious George. I had the Wild Crab Brothers. Like, this was the peak of public education for kids. Now we're getting shows that are just blatantly trying to excuse slavery and make it seem justified. What are we doing?
And guys, let me say this, the scary part is that there is a people who still think racism should come back, like it's okay. We see those kind of videos sometimes, which is horrible. It's like a dangerous mindset. Actually, for me, if I see people saying that, I feel scared of them, if I'm being honest. So guys, I have one clip I have left. Let's watch. I'll be back.
No one ever taught me this. I'm going to teach you. If you do experience racism, this is what I need you to do. Firstly, this phone is your best friend. Take it out, record where you are, what is happening, get in the face of the person that is being racist, record the establishment, record as much evidence and exact detail of what is occurring as it is occurring in present time. I know when things are racist, you want to run away or you want to fight or you want to be aggressive, depending on your personality. That's fine. But get the evidence first. When I experienced racism on South Beach, unfortunately, I left and I told the story when I got home of what happened. And a lot of places contacted me, blogs and media sites. They were like, oh, what happened? Do you have footage? And I was like, no, I don't have footage. And I was like, damn, you need to record. Video is better than photo. Get as much as you can get down so that as it's broadcasted to the world, that establishment will be hit. That business will be hit. People are no longer attending. Maybe it gets shut down. Maybe they get a bad name. Maybe they finally get what they deserve. Because a lot of times these racist situations are cyclical and they keep happening because no one holds them accountable. No one has the evidence or the footage. And a lot of people go, oh, it's gonna keep happening. This is just the world we live in. You're just giving up. You're not participating. You're not helping the movement. You're not fighting back. You're just laying on your back and taking it. It's enough. People are not going to start respecting us and treating us right until we demand that respect, pull out our phones, and recognize what is happening. And I understand in our generation, a lot of change may not happen. But maybe in future generations, maybe this is just moving the needle just a little forward. And that's all that we can do as a person. Thank God we have TikTok. Thank God we have these social media networks where we can get the word around and we can spread the truth. But just remember, I don't care how minuscule it is or how ginormous the situation is. Retaliate if you want. I'm not telling you what to do when it comes to that, but record it. The same way we record when we get pulled over, record at the restaurant, record at the club, record everywhere, record at the office, record it. Go back to that person. Oh, you not letting me in because I'm black? Cool. Pull out the phone. Can you say that again, sir? Put that phone in their face. What was that? What? And if they bold, they gonna say it. If they bold, they gonna say it. So just be real, be honest, get it down, use your phone, and let the world do what it does. Change needs to occur out here.
Actually, let's be real. Which message this is sending to young people? Because they will start thinking like, okay, that means slavery is not bad as they used to say. Because for some people, they say like slavery was bad, very bad, than dying. Some people can fear that. So you don't tell people, you don't teach people like that. Otherwise, you are just pushing them. You are pushing idea, which is bad. I don't even think like in this 2025 people should be even supporting this idea of slavery and stuff like that. But of course, there's people who really want those system to come back, who wish that system can come back. But of course, it's not going to happen because now people are more educated, they know more, they know their right. But of course, there's people keep pushing it. And if you see a black person and you think like they don't have value as you because you are white, that means you are racist. That means you want this. Let me explain that. And sometimes you don't need to say it loud for people to hear. The way you act, the way you think your kids should not hang out with the black people, black kids, the way you think like whatever, we keep seeing many things. Some of you see black people and you imagine like they're bad, they don't have money, they're poor. We keep seeing many examples, like if you find a black person in first class in plane, you're like, oh, is it your price? Did you already pay for this? Why you think like that? You always think like you're superior over black person. It's not even about only black America. I see like whatever, I hear even many stories from black people from Africa when they travel Europe or whatever, when they meet some white people who have that ideology, they always see them like they're trash or they're like, you know the look someone give you and you can think like they don't want you to be near them because they think you smell. That's the way. If you have that mindset, that means you are worse. Because by now we are educated, we know like every human being is variable. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter if you're black, you are like orange, you are yellow, whatever the names you all call. But trust me, there's the people who still feel like that, who still act like that. There's a place where you go and you can feel like you are wanted. You can get these different truths. People can come and touch you like this, like, huh? Wow. Wow, wow. So guys, I have some few comments from the people. Let's hear what the people are saying in a comment. Actually, let me get there. Give me a moment. So the first comment is like, as a black man, when I saw that slide, I felt sick. My ancestor lived through the slavery, and to say it was better than death is spitting on their suffering. Slavery destroyed everything, and there's no way sugarcoat that. To sugarcoat that. I really agree. The second one say, I'm white and I completely disagree with this kind of reason. Kids deserve to know the full truth about slavery, not some watered down version. Pretending it wasn't that bad only helped racists. Yeah, it helped them. And three is like, my grandmother used to tell me story passed down from their parents about slavery. It wasn't just about being on, it was about being broken every single day. No school has the right to downplay the pain. In the fourth one, this is exactly why racists keep coming back, because instead of facing ugly truth, people rewrite it up to make themselves feel better. The dangers for us is not just black people. The last one says we cannot move forward if we lie about the past. Slavery was hell, period. If America can't teach that honest, then America is still trapped in racism today. For me, I think like they don't punish people who have racism taught as much they can, because even to people come out and say it loud, it's because they know like they will not punish them. They know like there's people who are like very very strong to back them up. So guys, I don't know what you think about all this episode. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you ever faced the same experience, or if you know anyone who faced the same experience. Let us know. If you know more, educate us. Let's know the truth and let's know more, because at the end of the day, this content is for education purpose. We are not attacking anyone. We are trying to learn and be better together. So guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment and share. We'll see you next one. Bye.